Well, I did a thing. I bought another truck today. There she is. Carter's got a engine out of the old FJ sitting right there. That thing's waiting to get LS swapped. It's all going to plan. It's all going to plan right here. Nice 350. Nice long bed Chevy pickup. This is it. Well, we had to take mini garage on the road down to the shop because let's face it, I bought a long bed full-size pickup truck and I have a rock crawler in my garage. So here's the shop. Truck's gonna be here for 2 weeks probably, getting running, getting it all sorted out. Here's a little overview of the truck. 2-wheel drive, long bed, looking pretty. This, however, is not pretty. It was originally a 454 truck. Now it's got a straight 6, probably a 250 or something. Turbo 350, which is blown. So that's why I got it so cheap. But it's got a tailgate, it's got a sweet bumper, De Leon, Texas, non-sliding window, I kind of like that. Well, there she is. She looks good, huh? 2-wheel drive, half-ton. I got a real sweet surprise for you all. That should make it a real fun truck. But I'm doing this on the cheap. I mean, cheap. eBay for everything. eBay, Amazon. What's the bottom of my toolbox that's down there? Reusing old hardware. Well, I haven't done any videoing today. Saturday, came into the shop, about to pull this bitch out. I got the transmission out already. I went down to San Jose, picked up a 700 R4 for cheap with a torque converter, with a kickdown cable. And then I went over to my buddy's house who had picked up some AC lines for me. There's the old transmission, it's junk. The only thing that may not work is the drive shaft. Luckily, across the street from my shop, like there, is the the only driveline shop around. So, otherwise, I'm gonna rip this pig out of here and make some room for some horsepower. All right, guys, a little update. It's Sunday. Spent yesterday getting the engine out of the truck. I didn't film it because it took me about an hour and it was pretty boring stuff. Pressure wash the engine bay. Got the old engine out. Got the old transmission out. Out with the old straight 6. In with the new twin turbo small block Chevy. All right, so back at it. I am going to build a surge tank for the truck so that I can use a carburetor style low pressure fuel pump to fill the surge tank out of the normal tank of the truck. And I'll have like a 3/4 gallon surge tank. Then I'm gonna run a Bosch fuel injection high pressure pump from the surge tank to my new Holley Sniper, which is not here yet. That should show up tomorrow. So today I'm gonna build a surge tank and try to mount some pumps, and that's it. I'm just gonna run wastegate pressure right now, which is probably, with Chinese wastegates, it's probably somewhere between 0 and 30 psi. We'll see when we fire the truck up and get that first pull. All right. There she is. I'm gonna tack it up, probably drill some holes real quick before I tack it all the way. And then, yeah. all tacked together. So now it's just time to weld it up, drill some holes down here, and mount it in the truck. She is fucked up a little bit right there, but once again it's upside down, so the feed from the tank, the return to the tank, and the return from the rail are all right there, and then the feed to the pump to the rail is right there. It'll be on the bottom. It'll have a gallon worth of fuel pushing down on it, and it'll always be full, and I'll never run lean so as to not blow up. I gotta drill some holes down here to mount it, and then leak check it, fill it with water and make sure it doesn't leak. It's not gonna be under pressure because it's gonna have an open line right to the back to the tank, so the fuel pump will fill it, and then once it gets full, it'll pump right back into the tank, so it won't be under pressure. So I don't need to pressure test it, I just need to leak check it. That's it. Friday night, boys. Down here at the shop. Truck's got a small block Chevy in it now. So I didn't record this because it's a small block Chevy into a truck that the Chevy came into. So, you know, I'm sure there's how-to videos out there. But the 700 R4 bolted up, cross member bolted up, and the drive shaft went in. That's huge. This thing had a slant 6 with turbo 350 and a drive shaft that was not factory, because the factory drive shaft is 2-piece. This was a 1-piece. And I jammed the motor in there and jammed the transmission in there, and that fucking drive shaft bolted right up. Whew. Got lucky there. So power steering lines I made work with shit I had cobbled here at the shop. My turbo manifolds are not gonna fit, so I got some other ones ordered I'm gonna have to modify. I got f***ing solid motor mounts from a Camaro or some such thing, but she's in there. She's looking pretty. Tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a lot more, but sorry I haven't, for the lack of footage. But anyway, she's coming along. That's it for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, it's update time. I've been doing really bad at filming this process, but plugging away. Sniper's in. My sweet f***ing radiator fans are in. Bolted right up to the stock radiator. Right now I'm working on mounting the surge tank underneath. So it's gonna go up in the frame rail like that. Always wear your safety glasses, folks. Eyeballs are good. Good and good for you. That's a hole, one hole that I drilled. Nice! Now, insert the rib nut into the hole. Oh, she's tight now. How's that look? The other hole doesn't line up. Oh, brother. That's how that is done. Today's the day. We're in the shop again today. Truck's on the lift. We're doing suspension. We're gonna do control arm bushings first. I did the first set last night on the right side. Hammered these out last night because these things are shot, and I want to get this done. I want to get this done before Carter gets here, because when Carter gets here, the fun starts. We're gonna start mounting turbos and building downpipes and buttoning this thing up and getting it fired up today, hopefully. So that's the plan. Let's get some shit done, huh? starter's here. We got the trans cross member bolted in real nice. Got the fuel system dialed in. 2 pumps and a surge tank. Some loose wires and fuel hose. Control arm bushings are done. Carter fixed the starter. I stripped out a bolt in the block, so he put a helicoil in there. We're gonna drop her down now, start with those headers, mount up the turbos, and do the fun. Well, today's the day. Got some turbos, some piping. Gonna adapt that manifold to make it work. Carter's here to make some magic happen. That's what we got so far. Cut the flange off. Gonna weld some stuff on there. Gonna use this thing. Turbo the old girl. What do you think, bud?
Oh, I think we're gonna have a home run by the end of the day here, but
Oh, brother.
got that other hood or a different lens? It's hard to see out of this.
Yeah, I told you.
It's like right in your eyeball.
Well, we got one turbo mounted. What are you doing, bud?
Everything's fine.
Yeah, one turbo mounted. Working on the other one right now. Working on the other one. What's fuel pressure reading?
Do it. 30.
Okay. What size is that? 5?
6. Maybe 6. Probably 6. It's real strange. Fuck. Yeah, I know. You can tell. I'm threading sideways. How much fuel pressure you want?
60?
It's not 38.
Alright, pretty good. Got no water pump.
Need a wrench. It's gonna tighten. That makes sense.
No. Oh man. Okay.
You want to turn it on? Or prime?
Let's start it.
There you go.
Well, that's it. Truck runs Transmission's no good, so I need a 30 spline 700R4. I think it's like 85 or 86 to 92, something like that. And that's all I'm waiting for to romp this thing. And I've been patiently waiting. It's just sitting there, runs great. Everything's going according to plan, and I just don't have a transmission. So hit me up if you have a transmission. Comment, like, subscribe, and tell me that you have a transmission that will be good for this truck. 30 spline, still working, operational, functional, rebuildable, 700R4, and I will probably lowball you and then hopefully put it in the trunk. Cool, thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye.